An aged black and white photo can't quite capture the vibrant red hair of Betty Williams, affectionately nicknamed Rusty. She's described as petite, but a larger-than-life personality and a survivor in many ways, serving in the military in her younger years and most recently in remission from cancer. She was just 2 months shy of her 87th birthday when she died after being attacked by 3 dogs. Police say the dogs have been seized and are believed to be a North American Staffordshire mix, a North American Pit Bull Terrier mix, and an American Pit Bull. Their fate is still unknown.
Always eager to talk across the fence. The best person that you could hope to have for a neighbor.
For 45 years, a woman known to neighbors by her nickname Rusty has called this Capitol Hill residence home. Those who knew her say she meticulously cared for her yard and was always tending to her garden. Her freshly pruned bushes in her backyard are proof of her pastime. She had no way of knowing Sunday afternoon would be the last time she would indulge in her hobby. Police say the 86-year-old was attacked and killed by a trio of dogs who live next door. Betty's devoted family is setting up a fundraiser to help with the celebration of life. But as they prepare for her funeral, there are lingering questions about how long it took paramedics to get to her as she lay dying in her back alley.
Terribly sad and a little frustrated that I wasn't able to get there, like a minute or two sooner to maybe intervene. I had no inkling that they could be aggressive. I had no concerns about them whatsoever.
Police and bylaw services are working together to determine what happened.
We face a scenario where we cannot get paramedics to your emergency call. The trust in our system is waning. Our paramedics are on their knees, desperate for help. And what we have time and again is an employer that says, we only have code reds for a few seconds, when this one was lasting all day long on a Sunday.
AHS now reveals the initial 911 call was triaged as non-life-threatening. When police arrived, they notified EMS about the serious nature of the injuries. Once ambulances were dispatched then, AHS says they arrived on scene 9 minutes later. A spokesperson with the health minister's office still acknowledges EMS is under strain and 4 new fully staffed ambulances will be on Calgary streets by the end of June. Jason Copping is relieved the initial review confirms there was no undue delay in EMS response.
It's deeply concerning that an Albertan in dire need of emergency medical care faced a wait time for an ambulance that was more than 2 times as long as AHS has deemed acceptable.
There's no way of knowing if a quicker response could have saved Williams, but knowing how excruciating that wait must have been haunts the family as they wait for answers as to how this could have happened.
I was her everything, and she was my everything.
It's the one place that brings her comfort. The backyard oasis was something her Auntie Rusty was so proud of. But the space feels empty without the petite, larger-than-life personality of Betty Ann Williams. The two were roommates for the last few years.
This is my home with my auntie, and she's gone and I don't know what to do next. I'm completely lost.
Rusty served in the military and was a survivor in so many ways. She was diagnosed twice with cancer and was recently in remission. She was just 2 months shy of her 87th birthday when she died after being attacked by 3 dogs who lived next door.
And then to have to go identify her, it was so traumatic for me. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do. They tried to piece her back together, but I wasn't allowed to touch her goodbye or kiss her or nothing. I feel I feel like I should have been her protector. I'm her person,
There's no way of knowing if a quicker response could have saved Betty Williams, but knowing how excruciating any wait must have been haunts the family.
It 100% was preventable. And I should still have my auntie.